Okay, good morning, second grade. We are ready for our first phonics lesson. Today's Thursday, so you have that Thursday folder. And in your Thursday folder, you have a paper that looks like this. Okay, this is the page that you need that we do our phonics on Tuesdays when we're in class, starting next week, and Thursdays when we're online. So you will always have a paper like this. And this is where we write our sounds. This is where we write our red words. This is where we write our new sounds at the bottom. On the back, we spell some words, okay? And then we usually have some kind of a sentence. Now, we won't be doing every step of this today because we don't have enough letters yet to make a word, to make a sentence. Okay, so once we get more in letters and we can make more words, then we'll be able to do that. But we don't have everything, that we've not been through everything or enough of everything to be able to do that. So if you could please get your paper and make sure your name is on it. You don't have to worry about the date. Just make sure that your name is on it so I know that it belongs to you. Okay, and then we will get started with our lesson. Okay, we're going to have our visual. Our visual lesson is I will show you a card, and I need you to say the sound out loud at home. Okay, that is our visual. When you see a letter, you say the sound. So here is my first letter. So go on and say that sound to yourself. Yes. M says M says M says So that is one of our sounds today. Okay, here is my second sound. You go on and say this sound to yourself. Yes. A says ah. It's a short A. A says ah, that short A. A says ah, the short A. And I put a green star on my card because it's a vowel. That way we know it's a vowel. There are 5 vowels that we have to know, and A is the first one. So the A says ah. Okay, now what I'm going to do is you're going to need your paper, just like this, and you're going to need your pencil, okay? And I'm going to say the sound, and in the very first one, right next to this one, you're going to write that letter. So I'm going to say the sound, and you write the letter. Okay, here we go. Your first sound that I'm going to say, and then you're going to write the letter is and write it right there. Okay? Hey, your next sound that I'm going to say is ah, ah, and I want you to write it on the next line. What letter says ah? Yes. Okay, so let's go back and let's talk about this. We talked about the A. The A says ah. It is a vowel. We know it as a short vowel sound right now. You can find the ah sound at the beginning of a word, such as add. We can find it in the middle of a word, such as cat. Okay? And sometimes we can find it at the end of a word. Okay? And I'm not going to give you a word for that because we don't find it there too often, but we can find it sometimes at the end of a word. So, A says ah. It's a vowel. We find it at the beginning of the word, such as add. We find it in the middle of the word, such as cat. Okay? So now, I'm going to make a word. I'm going to write it on the back, and this is going to be our clue word. So we can come up with a clue word, and then if you don't remember it, I can say, well, this is the clue word for it, and you might be able to figure it out. So my clue word is going to be add. Add. Okay? So I wrote that on the back of my card. You don't have to write it down. Okay? So, ah. Okay. Well, let's look at the letter M a little closer. My It does not have a star, so it is a consonant. Okay? It is a consonant. It says So, we're going to think of a word that can go with that. So I think our key word for is going to be monkey. Monkey, because monkey starts with that sound. Monkey. We can find the M at the beginning of the word, like monkey. We can find the M in the middle of a word, such as came. And we can find it at the end of the word, such as, let me think, oh my goodness, I just went blank. Gum. So we can find it at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of a word. We can find that in all three places, like monkey at the beginning, came, because there's a silent E at the end of that one, and at the end, like gum. So we have the sound. That is a consonant. Monkey. Okay. So I have a card that you're going to look at, and I want you to read this card out loud. Read what word this would be. The A by itself. You can read that word. Ah. We see that in a sentence. Ah. Sometimes we say but ah. A monkey ate a banana. Or ah. You can depend on where it is in the word. So this is the word ah. Okay? Ah. Hey, I have another word. Can you read this word? Am. Am. We have that AM sound. Am. Okay, so this is the word am. Okay. So, on your paper, right here, where it says review words to spell, we are going to write the word ah. So, I need you just to write the word ah on that line. And there it is, just like this. Ah. That's the word ah. So you're going to write it by star one. Ah. You're going to write it by star one. Ah. Okay, by star two, which is over here, I want you to write the word am. Am. We just practiced it. Am. Yep. Am. A-M. So by star two, you're going to write the word am right here by the star two. Okay? Oh, on this side right here. Am. A-M. Am. Because we could spell two words. Now, I know we have lots of lines up here, and eventually we'll be filling in all of these lines with different sounds. And we will have more words down here that we will write and practice spelling with the sounds that we know. Now, down here at the bottom, by the triangle, or the diamond at the bottom, by the diamond. So, you should have wrote up here, your paper should look like this so far. We should have an M for we should have an A for a, and then On star 1, we should have that A for a or and then we should have the word am for number 2. Am. Now down here at the bottom where the diamond is, this is where we practice writing our letters. Okay? All letters need to touch the line. So, in the first on the first set of lines, we're going to make that A. To make an A, your circle touches the dotted lines and the bottom lines, and then it has a stick. They need to touch the lines to be perfect, to be a good letter. Okay? So go on and write that. And then on the middle one, we're going to practice that M. Now to make that M, you need to start at that diamond, you need to start at that dotted line, make a stick down, come back up, 1 hump, 2 humps on that line. Practice making a good M. Good job. Okay, now, if you could turn your paper over to the back side, okay, to the back side. We're not going to put any new words to spell because we don't really know any new words yet, okay? So, do you see where the Google eyes are? These are our Google eyes. When we have Google eyes, that is our red words, okay? So if I say we're going to write something where the Google eyes are, those are our red words. So we have 2 red words that we're going to work with today. My first one is the. Let's say that word together. The. Yes. So we're going to practice that. We're going to put our arm out that you write with. We're going to take our other hand, and we're going to start at our shoulder, and we're going to say T-H-E spells the. Let's do it together. T-H-E spells the. Let's do it again. T-H-E spells the. One more time. T-H-E spells the. Okay, right underneath the Google eyes, right by those Google eyes, we're going to write the on your paper. T-H-E. We're going to write it on your paper by the Google eyes. T-H-E. Ta-da, just like that. I wrote the right next to the Google eyes. Hey. Then I have another red word. Okay? And this word is the word 1. The number 1. Not that I won a ball game or that I won a trophy. This is 1, the number 1. O-N-E. Let's say that word. 1. Okay, let's practice spelling it. Okay? Get your arm out. Get your hand there up. Let's start your shoulder. O-N-E spells 1. O-N-E spells 1. O-N-E spells 1. Very good. Okay, we have the word 1. We're going to write it in the same column as the Google eyes on the next line underneath the word the. So let's write the word 1. O-N-E. 1. Okay? Good job. Now, we don't have any review memory words, so we don't have any review red words because we just learned 2. But now the next time we do this Tuesday in class, we'll put our review words here. Down at the bottom, this is where we would write a sentence, but we do not have enough letters yet to write a complete sentence. So we're not going to write a sentence there today. Okay? Now, starting next week, we'll also have a little story to read, and we don't have a story to read because we don't have enough letters really yet to read the story that I want us to read. Okay, so that is our phonics lesson for the day. Please make sure your name is on it. Okay, then what I do in the classroom is I have crayon box. These are my red words. I've got them up here in my brain, and I'm also going to put them in a crayon box that is called red words. And we store them there just like we store them up here. Okay? I also have a box for our letters. Our letters will go in a box. Just like we're storing them up here, our letters will go in another crayon box that I have that we will know our letters. These are called phoneme graphics. Okay, these are what we are. Then, these are our words that we read. And I have a box to put those in also. Okay, we store them up here, and I also store them in another box. And then I have another box that has spelling tips, how to spell words, some spelling rules. And when we learn a spelling rule, that card goes in our memory boxes also. It goes here and it'll go in our memory boxes. Okay, well, that was our phonics lesson for the day. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.